Megyn, you obviously have you have more of a personal relationship. You obviously know Savannah better than any. Well, you have a different type of relationship with her than we do. It would
I've spent a lot of time with her, personal and professional.
Sure. It would be very hard. We know that the Bureau and the Sheriff's Office has likely separated these parties to conduct their interviews with all family members. I find it very hard with the last video that was released and them holding hands and all this thing. We've got her brother who was a fighter pilot. I would find it very hard to think that two people, if they had any inclination that their sister and brother-in-law were involved in this case, that they would be able to put on some bullshit face, and act like nothing's wrong and we're a close family, and that if they really believe that the in-laws
Well,
are
let me
involved.
ask you this, Chad. I agree. I don't think Savannah suspects her sister at all, and I haven't heard anybody report anything about the sister being involved in this in any way other than she's married to the brother-in-law, and that report we know of originating with Ashley Banfield. So yes, I agree with you. But there's been a lot of activity at the sister's home, at Annie's home. Now, there was a search earlier this week. Then there was a search Saturday night that NBC News, again, was sure to report this morning was by consent, meaning Annie and presumably Tomas, the homeowners, gave consent. But we also haven't seen Tomas. And so I don't want to presume without knowing that he's still in good standing with the family. We have no idea whether he is. Like, it is a possibility that even Andy is saying, oh my God, why do they keep searching our house? Is it possible that Tomas was involved? I doubt it. I'm just saying the fact that they're sitting there holding hands, I agree. There is no chance Savannah suspects her sister of anything, nor has anybody been able to accuse her sister of anything. However, it doesn't really tell us anything about the brother-in-law, Chad.
Yeah, it would be very confusing, and it would raise a lot of eyebrows if all of a sudden Tomas was involved, all this Bitcoin gets delivered, or cryptocurrency, whatever it is, gets to him, and all of a sudden, next year there's a lot of family vacations to Turks and Caicos and a new Lambo sitting in
That's how they catch you.
Right. Like, you're done. You're done.
They can't trace the Bitcoin, but eventually when you get the Bitcoin, you have to cash it in
at some point
if you want to enjoy it. And that's how they get you, because they have like a small circle of suspects, and you may think you can outweight the feds, but they can outweight you. And 5 years from now, you suddenly have $6 million you didn't have, and you have some working class job. You're in trouble.